I'm your boy Corey. I'm with Marvin and Jarren. How y'all doing? What's good?
Hey man, um, what a weekend! What a
Yeah.
weekend!
I'm still recovering.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from the weekend. Uh, it was a pretty lit weekend, if I say so myself. You know what I'm saying? How about y'all?
Uh, well, yeah, I know y'all pretty well wondering what we're talking about. Well, we went and celebrated Guap's 21st. My boy Marvin turned 21st on Sunday, and
Yes
we
sir.
went and turned up in the 10 IC
Yes
for
sir.
the young buck.
Nashville, Cashville.
That's why we haven't been here to be able to, talk to you guys. We was out celebrating a big day for the Guapster, but we back and we gonna come at y'all with a little something today.
hmm
Yeah, man. Any news y'all want to talk about that we missed?
Man, we missed a lot. I ain't gonna cat. It was a cool little week. Um, Obviously the Keontae Johnson news, but I kind of let you elaborate on that more. But that another Florida news, Florida losing to LSU.
Man,
As you can see my background, like golly, like I mean, I was really going through it. I ain't gonna cap. I was hurt after that loss because I talked so much trash, and for us to lose in that fashion, that was tough. But what else y'all got? I mean, I got a lot of stuff. I ain't trying to just ramble on.
my bad, y'all. Sound like big old rumbling was happening outside my door. But yeah, one of the things I want to talk about was coach firings. Man, we had some big old coach firings of
Mm,
late. Eric Mason's out the door. Kevin Summerlin's out the door.
Gus,
Me being a Dr. Umar, I really hate to see the black man get put out the door, but I will say that Derek Mason is deserving, and Kevin Sumlin is deserving. Like Arizona's on an 11 game losing streak, and bro, you had like a borderline Heisman finalist with Tate, so that shouldn't have been going on. So yeah, and then the big one, Big Gus, to pay somebody I think 21 million to not coach for your team, man, that's crazy. I guess the Gus bus really did stop. The tires went flat, and the service hung up because they were tired of his shit. So, so I mean, it's exciting. I mean, everybody, the eyes gonna be on Auburn. Everybody gonna be waiting to see what they do. And then the big name out there with the coach stuff is Jim Harbaugh. So will the team enough be able to bring him back? So the coach fire has been the biggest thing to me.
I ain't hearing none of that. Unless one of these coaches is gonna put Mac out there, I don't care. Can't lie.
And
Yeah.
But
then one thing I know I want to talk about today is National Signing Day, fellas.
Oh yeah. We didn't know. I think we got like 10 or 11 already so far.
National
Oh, we
Signing
got
Day.
the number one cornerback, Jason Marshall. He committed number one cornerback.
Good.
Wish I could play him this weekend, but it's alright. That's cool. We'll save him for next
Marco
year.
Wilson reincarnated hurt.
Nah,
But
nah.
yeah, man, National Signing Day, man. I seen the graphic the second they came up. Alabama got the top class. They have 18 ESPN 300 recruits. I think it's 6 in the top 100, and we had on that ass with 17 ESPN 300 recruits and 5 in the top 100. Not to mention, we got the number 2 overall recruit who has not committed anywhere yet. He's gonna do it in February. Named JT Tuliai, something like that, Hawaiian. His finalist is Alabama and Ohio State. They say the winner gonna pretty much lock up number 1. So we counting down to February to see who's gonna get that between Ryan Day and Saban.
Yeah.
Corey, you want to talk about Keontae?
uh, I was about to. Thank you for introducing the subject. My boy Keontae, he was playing the day we lost to LSU. It was early that morning. He was playing. He just collapsed on the court after having an alley oop dunk. The players weren't really too excited about it. Nobody was really excited about it. A lot of emotion on the court. He got sent to U.S. hospital, and I think either today or yesterday he was His parents say he was talking and FaceTime his teammates, so he's finally awake. He's good. Hopefully, my boy can get back on the court, but we got to figure out what was going on with him. Uh, Hopefully, they say he collapsed because of COVID, but that's just I don't believe that one bit. I think they're just trying to fearmonger people, but hopefully they figure out what's going on with him and that he'll be all right.
Yeah, I do remember that early in this. I remember it was like what before the season began when he got COVID. I remember they said he had COVID, but
Yeah, they're trying to push it on the NCAA rules for not doing the right thing and testing or whatever. But I feel as though, like, out of all the players in the country, Keontae is the only one that was playing through it with COVID. I doubt to believe that. So we're gonna see what really happened to him, and hopefully he'll be good. Hopefully he can get back on the court.
yeah.
I don't know, man. That's scary, dog. Especially if they can't figure out what caused it.
Hmm.
Like, I don't. I be. That's a scary thing to happen, man. Like,
I mean, they probably know. It's just we probably don't know. Hopefully the doctors are figuring it out now while he's in the hospital. They're just probably not disclosing information.
I hope they let Lillard come out because I mean I don't want him to be out there on the court and don't nobody know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they
Yeah.
let some come out. But yeah, hopefully
Another.
Kel take good in good spirits and back for his boys. I seen Florida. I think 25-point favorites today. I was looking at the books, and I think they're gonna go out there and do their thing against North Florida today for
I
their
thought
boy.
that game got canceled.
No, there was a
Oh,
game yesterday that got canceled.
Oh. Um.
Or the day before, whichever one.
I guess
But
so.
yeah, is there any more news y'all want to talk about?
um,
I was gonna talk about something I just seen on Twitter. MLB is what is it? MLB is officially elevating the Negro leagues to the major league status.
hey,
So basically, what that means is like any stats or accolades that any former players that play in the Negro leagues accumulated, they'll now officially be in the record books with the MLB. So I thought it was a pretty good move. Long overdue though. This should have been
oh,
happened, but
hell yeah.
better late than never. Um, I think it's time that we can start looking at you know players that we never heard of because they weren't considered in the major leagues. We can finally hear some players, see some stats that we never seen before. So I like the move. What about y'all? How y'all feel about it?
I mean, definitely dope to see the black the black community getting their shine, and people like Jackie Bradley, Jackie Bradley. Man, I'm sorry, I just read an article on Jackie Bradley Jr.
Mm.
being in trade rumors. People like Jackie Robinson and the other Trailblazers, like my dogs, Buddy from third base. I can't call it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's very dope to see them finally get the credit that they deserve. Open up doors for people like Mookie Betts today. So long overdue, but better late than never.
What you eat, Marvin?
Well, McGriddle with some busted
That's
too.
funny. Regardless of the slap. Any more news, Marvin? You got any?
Um, no, I can't think of none right now.
Okay. Well, any games y'all thought about for this past football weekend? Any games y'all got on the list that
Well,
y'all saw? I know what we saw.
I'm gonna just go ahead and get it out the way. Um, and the embarrassment that was the loss against LSU. Um, I think, and we only dropped one spot in the playoff
Which
poll,
is
which I
asinine.
thought, yeah, which I thought was pretty crazy. I 100% thought we were dropping out of the top 10. I thought we were gonna be 11, but I mean, I still, even though we technically still have a chance to make the playoff, even if we beat Bama, I don't think we in the playoff because we still have the two losses. I don't think they'll look past the two losses, even if we're a conference champion. But we won't be a conference champion because we won't beat Alabama. Um, I hate
Come on,
saying
man.
that.
What type of energy is that? Why?
Nah, I mean, man, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
How we go from 2 weeks
I've
ago?
tried, but what have they shown me to make me say anything different? I mean, the defense. The defense is undisciplined. Cornerbacks are ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need against Alabama. Offense, I mean, yeah, I believe if it was a shootout, we could go toe for toe with Alabama. But I mean, somebody defense got to make a stop, and this defense will make a stop before our defense will.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I hope we can just make it a little interesting. I don't want us to just go out there and get drugged by 30, 40. At least make it, 10, 14. Make it respectable if y'all gonna lose. I think I think that we can honestly. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the final score. I'm gonna go Alabama 38, Florida 27.
That ain't bad, Guap. That ain't bad. Y'all hung in there.
I think
But
that's like second half. Alabama pulled away in the fourth quarter. Something like that. But first, just give me 3 quarters of good football. Fourth quarter, I'm cool if Alabama pull away. But just give me 3 good quarters. Just show me some life. That's all I ask.
see, I got a lot to say to the college football committee in terms of Florida and that ranking, man. I just cannot believe that Indiana continues to be disrespected, dog. Like, this makes no sense to me. This makes no sense to me. Y'all constantly proving to me that there is some type of bias in this room. All right, but it's cool. Everybody keeps saying, Jan, you just tripping. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Somehow, Georgia is still in the top 10 with their best win coming from Auburn, dog. Like, Auburn and Missouri, who is currently unranked, and Missouri has beat absolute nobody. Everybody good they played, they slapped them, and
Mhm.
they done beat the scrubs of the SEC.
I
So,
agree.
so Georgia somehow is still top 10. Somehow Florida gets awarded for beating Georgia. So they get to stay above them because they trying to justify the Georgia stuff, but the only way you can justify the A&M head to head is you got to keep the Florida head to head. You see what I'm saying? It's like, bro, while Indiana sitting here dubbing Wisconsin with a backup quarterback and getting jumped, I'm still like, bro, what is this? What is this?
I feel like we only moved down one spot. It's to hype up the weekend a little bit more.
Definitely. That's what I said too. That's what I said too.
That's 1,000% what it is. Man,
Hmm.
LSU just got to Auburn
Like
suck.
that's a terrible loss. That's at home against a 3-4 LSU. That's any other team would move down a lot.
That could have been totally avoided. We didn't play
True
our best
freshman, by the way.
player.
This
We a
quarterback
true
wasn't playing.
freshman, first start ever. And then, Ty Grantham, you take as much of the blame as Marco Wilson. Dan Mullen, you will too if you don't fire Ty Grantham at the end of the season. Um, really, I mean, this was just a terrible loss. Like, we should not have lost this game. We set out Kyle Pitts for some reason. I don't understand. I mean,
Righteous didn't even like. We didn't even need him, honestly.
we
Marco
didn't
was out
need him,
there
but I mean,
open,
he would have been an
but he
extra
would have
boost.
helped definitely.
It would
But
have been an extra boost. He
at the
would have
end of the
got us
day,
that though.
it's Marco's fault. You can say all you want that it's just a game. It has nothing to do with his character, but it's the situation and what we're trying to win with this program, and he just threw it down the field. Like you can never forget that. This is not some. This wasn't some regular game. It's pretty much a must win for us to make the playoffs, and for him to do that shows that he's just selfish.
Selfish.
Like I saw a video on Twitter, some dude doing it like in the first quarter, in the beginning of the season. Okay, but for you to know that we're struggling against LSU and to get a big stop on third down, then just throw his cleat, like not even care about the situation. Like I only played football in eighth grade, and I don't think I would have done that. So
Like,
like,
It's
I understand. I'd be a little frustrated if a wide receiver named Butte was cooking me too. I'd be a little frustrated too. You know what I'm saying?
but Jan, as a Florida fan, me and Marvin seen it. That Marco, those are so many plays. He made as many plays as I see him make all season. He broke up more passes than I think I've ever seen him break up. Made some tackles, didn't get burnt. Probably got burnt a few times, but
oh he got
whatever.
burnt. He got burnt
Yeah,
one time, and then that little play when he was out of bounds.
yeah.
That was that fuck. But other than that, that was
He had
probably
a
his
decent
best
game.
game all season. This was his best game all season. And he fucked it up. Like that's why it was just so ironic to me that and it's
Yeah,
it's,
it had to
it's
be
funny
him.
because the Texas A&M loss, I credit that to him and Ty Grantham because he got cooked for 3 touchdowns by a tight end who I've never heard of before the game. And then the LSU loss. I mean, you getting off the field. Like you made the play, you getting off the field. We getting the ball back to the offense, and you do this. I mean, it was just a mental lapse, honestly.
Hey
But
man, I'm with Dan Mullen.
I'm with Dan, and unless he bring back Ty Grantham. If Ty Grantham is still on the staff next year, then I'm looking
No,
at
no,
Dan.
man. Ty got to get a couple seasons under his belt now,
He
man.
didn't
Y'all
got a
gotta let
couple.
him get his
He
system.
been
Y'all
there.
gotta let him get his system in there.
He's been there as long as Dan. He came
Marco is
with
a
Dan.
senior. He is the epitome of his system.
Come on.
Hey
That
man,
is what his system created.
one rotten apple don't mess up the bunch.
But it makes everybody look bad when one of them just looks bad. It makes everybody look bad.
When one of them does bad, it ends the season.
Literally,
Now
we
we're
ain't
just
just
trash. Nobody
like
people see
nobody
that.
respects us now. We
People
get
know
no.
Marco blew the game, but we're just as Florida fans, we're always going to be trash. Like nobody's going to take us seriously anymore. We
I
suck
like
off of that one play
like
that you can't do
literally,
nothing about.
it's so funny
It's as
because
if he went to McAdory. He was an Alabama fan on the field. That's what I feel like. He don't know what we have to go through.
like man, it's so funny. Like for the past like 6 to 8 years, all I've been saying was as soon as we get a quarterback, it's over with. We back on top. We get a quarterback. We got a Heisman contending quarterback, and that still ain't enough. Still ain't that I don't get it. Like we
That's when
finally
our
got what
defense
we've
goes
been
to
needing.
trash.
That's what I'm saying. Like the defense been shouldering everybody for the past 6 years. And now that we got a quarterback, it's like it's like we had to choose one or the other. Either we get a good offense, a terrible defense, or a terrible offense and a good defense. And like we can't get both. Like
That's okay, man.
it's not okay. It's
Hey,
not. I've been in turmoil forever. And I'm sick of it.
I feel the same way, man. I ain't had no championship in about 6 years.
Wow.
But y'all have been there. We haven't even.
Okay, so
This was our first time sniffing in like
so
4 years.
This is a new era.
It's like
bro, y'all don't be out here just counting playoff appearances like I do. Y'all gotta count your BCS stuff. You gotta count your BCS
It's
stuff.
a new era. It still don't
No,
matter.
we gotta talk about the old era too now. We gotta let that flow. We gotta let that flow.
Uh,
All right.
anyways,
Any,
Jan, you got any
anything,
football games?
uh, y'all, I had a chance to win $800.
mm,
I had a chance to win $800. I bet ain't no secret about that. And I had a parlay laid down, 17 parlay for $800. $10. It was a $10 parlay. I could flip it 800. I got everything right. I got the Redskins on the road. I got the under in the Redskin 49er game. I believe I had the Chargers on the road. I had Chargers at the house. I think it was at home. I had the Lions and Packers under, and the Lions on the road, like the taking the points. And of course, I took my boys, the Saints, the Buckeyes, the New Orleans Buckeyes. And that's who failed me. That's who went out there and failed me. Jalen Hurts took my
the
$800
hurt man.
and put it in his pocket. Yep, he did exactly what his namesake tells you. And he actually ran over 100 yards, which was the first time the Saints ever allowed a 100-yard rusher this season.
Oh my god.
So Hurts hurt me to that day, and I'm still kind of not over it.
Damn.
All I know is, I think we might have just found the next Kyle Trask. I just seen on here, Gators have their eyes on another two-star quarterback recruit out of Texas. 6'3", 194. His name is General Booty.
All right.
I am not lying. I am so I can screenshot it and send it to y'all. His name is General Booty.
I really wish we would have kept that.
Hey man, I'm gonna keep
This
my eye
man
on.
parents called this man General
Like,
Booty.
yeah, nah, that.
Like the
Yeah.
he
That's
should
why I
play something
called
else
it.
beside quarterback because I know he
Hey
has
man,
anger in him from what kids be
I
bullying him
gotta
for.
get that scholarship back.
Yeah,
Yeah, get that scholarship back.
like
Dog.
he got to be a safety, a linebacker. He got to hit a nigga. He got to let that anger off
They
because I know they be rushing his ass.
ain't no way that name made it to the ears of Dan Mullen. They just showed him the tape. He was like, "Oh yeah, still."
Oh yeah, man.
Two
He
two-star
look,
quarterback. Yeah,
yeah, because
yeah. Who is
that's
General
Kyle
Booty?
Trask. Kyle Trask was a two-star
Ain't
quarterback out
no
of
way
Texas.
Dan Mullen has heard the name to this day.
Who is General Booty?
What is that? Is that a TV show? What is
That's a
this?
two-star. He's out
Hey
of there.
man, I'm all in on the general, man.
Hey,
Okay.
that could go if he's good though.
Oh yeah,
That
man,
could
that
help.
can give him a lot of commercials, man. Toilet
Oh
General
paper,
yeah,
Booty Allen.
him and the general,
yeah, the
him
general.
Shaq, the general, and toilet
So is
paper,
his
Sharmans.
so he has like one of those two last names is General Booty because say his first name is Allen.
Oh, thank God!
Nah,
Thank
wait, let
God!
me see.
You
Nah,
saved
that's
I
him,
looked it
boy.
up. I looked it up on the
You
internet. It say
saved
General
him,
Booty,
boy.
Allen.
Oh,
oh what?
that's
Yeah,
really
it's
it.
still his name.
What? Wait, hello.
So
Wait.
Allen General Booty.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So you can't do nothing
Wait.
about that. That's his last name. You can't do nothing about that.
okay, that ain't as bad. That's just like Butte for LSU.
Yes,
General
General
Booty.
Booty is his real name, a name he wants to live up to as the next great quarterback to lead Allen to a state title.
You gotta live up to it, my dog. I get it. And if you lose, you'll be
Well,
living up
no,
to it
okay.
too.
I think the name of his
As a
team,
bad, my dog.
the name of his team is Allen.
No, God, no.
Yeah, the
Don't
name
do
of
me
his
like
team is
this.
like their jerseys is Allen. Yeah, the name of his
uh,
team is Allen. So his name is General Booty.
mm.
Oh, his name is General Axel Booty. His middle name is Axel.
It got worse.
Yeah, it went back to terrible.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says perhaps there's no better way to start than here. This is a story about Allen quarterback General
Yeah, I see it.
Axel Booty.
I'm on
Please
his
tell
page. He
me.
say Allen QB 2021. That's not his name.
Hey man, my boy already getting recognition though, man.
Hey,
I like
please tell me that Booty won the state championship so he can go down with some glory. 'Cause I don't want-
I'm
He's a
assuming
he's a two-star, so like I don't
yeah,
think
he a
as
two
many.
star.
He can throw as many dimes and touchdowns as he want. His name will keep him as a two-star.
That's cool
yeah.
because Kyle Trask
They
was a
can't
two
have that
star.
at the top of ESPN. Not no General Booty.
Kyle
Hey,
Trask came
man.
in as a two star.
Oh
JJ
yeah,
was
I'm hip
arrested.
though. I don't care about that. We got it. Any other games though, Jan? You done ranting about?
Yeah, man. Jalen Hurts, man. Fuck you. It's cool.
Oh,
It ain't no shame in that game. You know what I'm saying? You did some Alabama shit. So fuck you.
that
But
Monday
no.
night football game, the
Oh,
Ravens and Browns.
crazy.
That was
Ain't even
the
gonna talk
game
about
of the year.
that parlay I missed.
That was game of the year to
Well,
me.
the under was 45.
Lamar Pierce.
Lamar Pierce.
Hey man, that was hilarious. I was literally crying at the crib. I think it happened.
I can't believe Paul Pierce. I can't believe he admitted what he was actually doing.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
crazy.
he waited until his career was over though.
Yeah, I know he waited his career over, but this is like, damn, like
It
he was
kind of
on
it
the
kind of messed up the
wheelchair.
moment. It kind of messed up the moment a little bit because it's like,
Yeah, this man
damn.
was on the
It's like now
wheelchair.
we see you in a wheelchair. We know this nigga been going to take a dump. He look like he hurt. Like he look like he hurt. Like oh.
Like, why can't you just normalize walking to the bathroom?
Yeah. I
For
mean,
real. Like
I guess.
Like Booker McFarland even said they used to do their business on themselves. I don't know.
that ain't that deep. The game is not this deep.
Like you gonna get paid your millions, you can be just as focused if you just walk to the
Like,
bathroom.
bruh, I had to use the bathroom. And like, bro, if the owner looks me in my face and tell me you should have used the bathroom, I'm like, all right, we're gonna act like you would have did the same thing. Like we're gonna act like your
Right.
$1 billion ass in a meeting would have been like, I gotta go. But hey, we in a meeting.
y'all gotta look up when he said that. This man really said we just handle our business. Right there. That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
And man,
Any other game?
Lamaction Jackson.
Yeah, man, but that's crazy, man. 47-42. I think that's the highest scoring thing. That's gonna be like the Rams Chiefs of this year. Crazy how they both was on Monday night. I didn't get none of the game, but J.K. Dobbins made me some money.
Oh yeah, J.K. Dobbins won me a fantasy game.
Yeah, shout out to J.K.
Yeah, man, it was a good game. Baker. All right, I forgot. I almost forgot. I have to say it on the show. I have been very critical of Baker Mayfield on this show. Previous episodes I have called him out, saying that he wasn't as good as people think he is, and ever since then he has proceeded to shut me the fuck up. So right here, right now, I'm going to say Baker. If you're watching this, I will no longer talk trash about you.
Yep. He
You
brought up his family.
you went crazy Monday night. I really believe if you weren't facing the reigning MVP, you would have won the game. But
Mm,
ain't nothing wrong with me being, ain't nothing
that's
wrong with
debatable, but hey.
admitting, ain't nothing wrong with admitting that you're wrong sometimes. That's something that some of these shows, these ESPNs, all that y'all watch, they won't admit when they're wrong. But I'll admit when I'm wrong. That's the difference.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what makes us thread the needle.
that's what makes us different.
Uh, well, that's all for the NFL games. A few days ago, the NBA came back. The preseason is here. It's still going on. Um, any pre- oh my God, I had a stroke. Anything y'all want to talk about? Any teams y'all looking at? Any players y'all looking at?
Celtics, we went
Hey
out there
man,
and got smacked yesterday.
THT.
Oh yeah, Taylor Horton Tucker. Are y'all believing this thing that LeBron was saying that he told Rich Paul when he seen Taylor Horton Tucker in high school he was gonna be the next up? I don't believe it.
I mean,
I call Cap.
I wouldn't be surprised though,
I wouldn't be
because
surprised, but I call Cap.
honestly, it's not that like somebody like me who has the eye test that can tell. I know LeBron has the eye test. It's LeBron. So I wouldn't be surprised if he looked at somebody and was like, okay, he's good. Or like I told Cleveland to draft Colin Sexton, he's good. I mean, it's not like he's helping the program because they kind of don't know how to draft, but Colin Sexton's a good player. So LeBron he got the eye test, and it's a couple of players. I don't know. Maybe me seeing THT in high school, I probably wouldn't have thought. I just thought he'd probably just be a regular person, but I never watched him in high school. He didn't really play a lot in college, especially in their last game. I forgot who they played. I think Jarren, didn't they play y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't even play. So, but he was still one of their best players. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it was injury or he didn't fit into the scheme. But I'm not really surprised he came out and dropped 30. Usually, second year players come back and are ready. If they're ready for the league, they'll come back and just ball out. Usually they do it in the summer league, but he came out in the preseason and did it. I saw something Tony Allen said. He said THT last year in one of their summer league games, or when he was in the G League after a G League game. THT said, "I'm not supposed to be here." So yeah, he was. He's obviously he thinks he's been ready like all these players do, but I guess he's ready. I'm not overreacting though because it's still just the preseason.
On the same boat, but I do think he's gonna get that Caruso role, that spark plug role on the Lakers this year, because I think they're gonna up Caruso's role. And y'all want to make a bet? Man, it's up to y'all. But I bet you a THT shirt comes out kind of like the TNT, but it's THT instead.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised,
Yeah, I don't know
but
like that.
I won't be surprised. But yeah, he might do that spark plug role. I feel like Caruso gonna have to take over that Rondo role, being an extension of LeBron when LeBron's not on the court.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves the other spark plug role open. But yeah, man. Any other players? I've been seeing my boy LaMelo. He's been balling. Well, not necessarily balling, but he's been showing that he just out there to have fun. He really don't care. You know, he's
Yeah.
made his money. He's not afraid of nobody. That's what I'm happy to see, man. Terry Rozier said he's probably one of the happiest rookies. He said he's never seen a rookie that happy before. Like LaMelo's been made it. He's been having money since he was in high school. So like the fame isn't new to him. So it's good for a player to grow up with that fame since they were like a freshman in high school. Kind of kind of go off track a little bit, but he's young. He was young, and for him to just mature and get older and be happy. And then LiAngelo gets cut. Can't be surprised. Kind of saw it coming.
Yeah. Episode of Chop, you the first one to go, my man. So we even get to taste your dish. It looked trash. So hey,
a lot of people hating, saying that they should have gave him a chance, but practice is the chance.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was the chance.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
I heard that he was out of shape.
Yeah, he's definitely out of shape. I can tell.
Yeah.
Anybody who gets cut this early, that's what it is. Out of shape. You can't provide nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we know he's a shooter.
That man wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? He was chilling, thinking, I just gotta wait till the G League season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting them to call them up. No one was really. So I mean, he gotta stay ready, but at the same time, he wasn't expecting.
LiAngelo, he don't really strike. Oh, go ahead, Jarren.
Oh no, you know, because we still on LiAngelo, and
LiAngelo doesn't really strike me as a hooper though. He probably don't put as much. He probably puts work in, but I don't think he puts as much work in as he need to. Because LiAngelo is a spot up shooter at like 6'6", but he's big, so he's kind of you don't know what position he can play. Can he play the two? No, he can't stay in front of a two. And he can't dribble. Can't do anything else but shoot. And he's not knocked down like Clay. And he can't play defense. Can he play the three? No, he can't guard threes. So it's just tough. Can he play the four? No, he's probably too short, not athletic enough. So he's just really just out there shooting. And he's not providing nothing else. Like nigga, I can go out there and shoot. He's really just out there shooting.
To take some shots, like
you want us to put you out there just to take shots? We got Killian Hayes, Blake Griffin, D Rose, Luke. Oh no, they got Luke Kennard no more. Jeremy Grant. Like, you think he's just gonna let you shoot? No.
Shamet.
Yeah, Shamet. Like, no, we don't need that. We gave him a chance.
That's probably what it was. Shamet that came in that bitch shooting, and then they looked at LiAngelo that came in that doinking. Like, hey, good.
Like I saw one of his workouts when he was still like an actual hooper. Like when he got cut from UCLA or whatever, and he was bricking. Not fast. Didn't have a good handle. So it was just looking like a rec player out there. I love you, LiAngelo. You making more money than us, but
I got two takeaways. Bold prediction with one of the takeaways. I mean, like, we ain't gonna talk about this in our video next week. So it ain't no, you know what I'm saying. But first, Peyton Pritchard looked nice. I really enjoyed what he showed me. Like, obviously he got to do more, all that stuff. But first game, first impression, a little better than whatever Carson Edwards was giving me. Like, hey, I like the step backs. I like the hustle. He took real good shots. So I like what Peyton showed me. And then the 76ers look real nice. And they look so nice to the point of, and yeah, I just said this. They're gonna be number one in the East.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised at all if they got number one in the East. I agree with you. They look like a completely different team than last year, and they kind of got the same team. They just added Danny Green and Seth Curry, but it's all they needed shooters, and they got two shooters.
And they got Dwight.
And they got Dwight, who was great off the bench. You know what Dwight gonna give you off the bench.
What did my boy do? Tyrese, did he play?
Yeah, 8 points, 3 assists. Yeah, 8 points and 3 assists.
So did they do that? Did they do a lot of pick and roll like Doc was saying?
Yeah. Really, I like how they was using Ben Simmons. Like, they kind of had him on the block more. You know, he was kind of like playing. You know, he wasn't bringing the ball up court as much. They had Seth Curry doing that.
Seth Curry doing that shit.
Yeah. So,
I like that.
Yeah, so I like how he's already using Ben Simmons a different way, like using him the way he should be. You know, Ben Simmons, can play point guard, but his best position is being like a power forward. Just let him kind of roam around, set screens, do that
Yeah,
type of stuff.
in this NBA with Ben Simmons' play style, especially with his lack of perimeter shooting, he is more of a grab a rebound and go type of guy than just actually being a traditional point guard.
Hmm.
I'm happy y'all said he's posting up and stuff now because that's something we didn't see. The
Yeah,
last coach said he was going to play Ben at the power forward, but he was
you
still bringing the
can.
ball up the court, so it really never happened.
Yep. I'm definitely excited to see what they're gonna do against us on the 23rd with hopefully Tristan Thompson and Tice play, so it's more of a competitive game. But I mean, last thing on that, I mean, hey, it's definitely good to see Marcus Smart is in mid-season form. He took 2 charges and was hoisting like normal and was clanking like normal. So
That's
it's
good.
Yeah.
definitely good to see my boy Marcus not skipping a beat.
Yeah, let me get on this Payton Pritchard because I ain't saying nothing about my boy. Uh, I learned my lesson from just looking at the stats because Carson Edwards had a hell of a good preseason last year, and then gave me nothing in the regular season. So I was just kind of looking at just intangible things, just trying to see what characteristics you got. And Peyton Pritchard, he just a dog. He is a dog like that. He is an NBA player for 10 years plus. Like I just like the way he carries himself on the court. He kind of has that next shot mentality. If he missed his first I think 2 shots and he made his. So I just like that he's not afraid to shoot. What
Mm-hmm.
that could come back to bite us in the ass. We'll have to kind of monitor it, see how it is. But he's not afraid to let it go. And as a shooter, that's a good quality to have, though. That you're not afraid to shoot. So, and Aaron Neesmith also looked pretty good in the minutes he got. I was kind of worried because he didn't play in the first half.
He had a nice block
Yeah, yeah,
on
he was.
Tyrese.
I like the potential that he was showing on the defensive end as well. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like he looked like he could really be. He could mold into that 2-way 3-and-D type of player.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Taco got in. Taco still
It
out.
was ugly.
Taco was ugly, man. I ain't gonna lie. Taco was
Ugly.
ugly. Um,
Almost like I was telling y'all that.
Look like Taco might spend another season down there in Maine.
That's cool,
Uh,
man. Hey, y'all just like cooking up. We cooking up.
He gonna be cooking like Hasheem the beat. He gonna stay cooking.
Until he 30. Prime. Bright.
Yeah.
If he ain't
Fine,
ready by 30, you need to kick him out.
Yeah.
fine wine. But nah, man. One more thing about Pritchard, man, Corey. I don't know if you've seen the highlight here, but you go see he got a his finger wrapped up. Apparently, he dislocated his finger,
Oh
and
yeah, I heard that.
went back out there and practice like that very next day, and like he got man props from the team doing that. So I thought it was kind of impressive to see him had a finger taped up and go out there and give me a little 16 piece. But yeah,
Yeah,
Corey.
y'all. I like the way y'all draft. Y'all draft a lot of since y'all it would since y'all don't have those early lottery picks anymore, and y'all late lottery picks, y'all be drafting good. I remember something Alex Caruso said that hit me. He said a lot of G League players and a lot of like second rounders or late first rounders, they don't make it because they're all trying to be elite scorers and the number one option on their team and stuff. With these teams, when they draft you that low or you're playing the G League or whatever, they're looking for people who can essentially take out the trash because they already paying millions of dollars to people like Tatum and LeBron to do their scoring and be the number one option, be their face. And with Peyton Pritchard and what's the other boy name? Uh,
Andy Smith.
yeah, Neesmith. I think they are pretty good conformable pieces that can just listen, soak up the energy, soak up all the information, and just soak up their role.
Yeah, they're both great plug and play players. Both are gonna have expanded roles on the team. Peyton Pritchard is definitely like in that third. He's definitely the third point guard for us. Kimba, Teague, and
Hey, I
then
got Jeff
Fisher.
Teague. Oh
Yeah,
man,
Oh man, just he
Jeff
got his
Teague. Oh
2
my,
piece
like
so
that was
cold.
that we didn't get that was the most points that we've gotten from a backup point guard since like in almost 2 years. So Jeff Teague showed me what I was expecting from him. Just a vet guard off the bench who can come in and steady the offense, take some of those shots away from Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Please.
I was loving what Teague was giving me. Um, I think our point guard room is gonna be looking pretty good.
I like y'all point guards. Teague is definitely a big upgrade from Brad
Wanamaker.
Wanamaker.
Oh.
Because, like, you can tell he provides nothing. You can watch a whole Celtics game and see that he's just up there bringing the ball up the court, trying to look cool, swing it to the corner, swing it to the wing, and just getting out the way.
Hey man,
He really don't do nothing.
Well, knock a free throw down. Knock
Oh,
down.
he was like the best free throw shooter in the league, wasn't he?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he'll knock a free throw down though.
It is 2 attempts per game.
I know. Wow, I think it was Guap says. Oh, I think it was Corey talking. I made a face, and if y'all wondering about that, Lions old lineman.
Yeah, I just
fractured
seen
his
that.
throat.
I was like, how do you fracture your throat?
He fractured his throat and managed to finish the game. So, shout outs to Frank Ragnow and the Ragnow family. I know he played with. I know he got a brother on that team too. So, shout out to the Ragnow family. Y'all some men amongst boys. And Corey, I got a question. I want to swing this back to the basketball. How you felt about KD?
Yeah, I was going to. You said KD?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. You know, KD is just KD. I feel like KD could lead the league in scoring at like 80% help because it's Kevin Durant. It really, with Kevin Durant's game, it don't take much. He can literally average 20, 25 off of just catching the ball in the mid-range, turning around and shoot it. That's all he really got to do. And, yeah, he simplified the game. The Nets will beat y'all. They are going to the championship easily.
Amen,
I don't know
man.
though. I saw some live. Kyrie is crazy. I gotta show it. I gotta send y'all this Instagram live. But he was
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
I
him getting
seen
posted
that.
up. Y'all saw that?
Yeah.
KD was like,
Hey, for real, I mean, that's
Then Winnie on the court.
it was so funny to see them. Like, I know they close friends, but it's so funny to watch Kyrie just like pour out his mind and heart. Like, I need 8 post-ups a game. I need 8 post-ups. And KD's like,
We'll see about that. Man.
like, you got me, you got Jared, you got you're the shortest dude on the team. Like, I know your fadeaway. Like, Kyrie has an elite fadeaway. He has the toughest shot making ability in the league, but you don't need to post up. You don't need to do that because you're not gonna pass out of it. That's the whole point.
Especially when you got a 7-footer who can pretty much do what you do.
Yeah, a 7-footer that can do it.
He's a 7-footer.
You don't need that.
That's the option over you. I'm sorry, but KD.
Yeah, KD's looking like I'd rather me have 16 post-ups than you have 8 and I have 8. No.
Yeah. That's all that shit. F is for friends, nigga. We're here to get a championship.
Yeah, but yeah, KD is he's still smooth. He's not looking any different. You know, the usual.
What do you feel? All right, Cole. What do you feel about the report that Tatum's 6'10" though?
Well, I hate that report. Because my roommate's been trying to.
Everybody hate it.
I hate it because my roommate has been trying to tell me Tatum was 6'10" for years now, but I've just been like, nah, he's 6'8". And for Brad Stevens to come out and lie and cap and say that, it really hurt. I really got to see him on the court now. I should have watched the game last night. Was he up there with Ben Simmons?
Man, I gotta see this on the court, man. I gotta see this on the court.
Ben Simmons, and he looked all of 6'10". My nigga
looked all. They say Simmons 7 feet.
Well, cool. What did they mean? My nigga 7 foot. He was lined up.
Hey, I'm cool with a unicorn now. Hey.
No, it's crazy because I've been telling Jarren this for like the past 2 years too. I've been saying Tatum looked taller than 6'8". So that is finally confirmed that he's taller than 6'8". I was like, damn, this nigga. He
confirmed.
Really it's confirmed, man.
I mean, I agree though. But like, look,
they messed you at the start of the season though.
Look, NBA players, I know, but Brad Stevens said it, not the NBA.
Yeah, I'm waiting for some official stuff too.
Yeah, but anyways, like he could be 6'10" though. I'm definitely like niggas grow. Giannis grew, KD grew, Ben Simmons grew. Like I'm not surprised. But it hurt because he's not KD.
Hey, getting mighty close. You getting mighty close.
Nah, it's pretty cool though, for real. Him being 6'10" helps, so he can actually play the other positions like even more effectively now. So hopefully he's really 6'10". That'd be pretty cool. He can
Yeah.
play the 2 through 4,
I
two
mean,
through
hey,
five.
I want to see the Tatum KD matchup on Christmas. I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. Let my boy line up on him and put the buckets on his dome. Let him give KD the 30 piece and let him know, hey son, this is Kobe MJ. And hey, that Achilles is sped up the clock, young buck. Hey.
Hey, that's all I'm gonna say.
Now me probably saying that and probably gave us a 40 piece from this nigga, but hey, that is what it is. It, 40 piece ain't gonna turn into a W. That's all that matters. Any other takeaways?
Hmm.
Kyrie sneaking into the Boston Garden with no fans. It's so funny how that's not even the damn headline no more. Like, because it's really his first time being back in Boston since the trade, or since whatever the fuck that shit was. And now he getting in there with no fans. Like, I really wish we could have had fans in there,
How do
man.
y'all feel about Kyrie calling us pawns? Because we are in that field.
Yeah, I'm not a pawn. I'm a person. I'm a human being, and
Like,
for him to treat me like I'm an object, just wanting to use him like he a side piece, it just hurts my heart.
Yeah, it really do. Because I know I know the media might uh, place him as a bad guy, but that's mostly not the media. That's mostly the people.
Yeah,
They
that's Twitter.
they mix up the people with the
Yeah,
media. But I mean, there's definitely some media. Skip Bayless is out there that hears one thing, be like, "Oh yeah, he said something else." But like, it's
I love
yeah,
Skip, man.
but it's still like Kyrie. Like I feel like a lot of this comes. He is a bad teammate. Like from the stuff that we see, from the stuff that we know.
like, come
Like he's
on,
trying to play
man.
the blame game. Like you're making millions of dollars, and like a journalist probably not making that much money, and for you to just like demean their career and stuff, like with that's their job. Their job is to make a headline seem like, crazier than it is. If you say Kyrie didn't come to practice, he don't like talking to Tatum, he think Tatum when he was at the Celtics or whatever, he don't like doing all that. I mean, you're gonna label him as a bad guy, especially after you come to the team and you don't play the first playoff series and they go farther than you did when you play the next year. So of course it's got to be somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, it gotta be. We look at the world, and it's cool because I think the thing that you said about LeBron made it worse. And it's
exactly.
like,
Yeah, he said something about LeBron too. Like,
yeah, and LeBron was like, bro, I can hit shots, man. And I wonder if LeBron hurt because of practice. And like you said, practice do matter. And people like, man, this dude, man, he cold, bro. People, yeah, man, I done seen y'all, man, you can do, man. Y'all done seen what I done seen. So I wonder if LeBron like, dog, man, you doing shot to shot, days on days at practice. So what's up with this, man? What's up with you saying? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I really do think he is a bad teammate, man. I mean, his game is
yeah.
ridiculous. He's
He
he's
has a top
Westbrook.
tier game.
He's Westbrook if Westbrook was shooting instead of dunking. Like it's literally what it is. If Westbrook was more finesse than physicality, like that's exactly what Kyrie would be. But Westbrook is actually more of a good guy. He's a good guy. But I think that I wonder if that comes with because of the way he works into his game. He's more of a dunker dude, so he's probably more cool with the peoples. Well, Kyrie more finesse guy, so he just feel like he just can't be touched. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Um,
mean, go ahead, Marvin. You didn't say nothing.
I was really just gonna be like, I don't see how Kyrie can get mad at us for going with the headline about you when you create the headline. Essentially, I mean, like some of the things that you have came out and said, some of the things you have done. I mean, you can't get mad that the stuff is being talked about, and going with the Boston stuff. It don't make sense how one of the better young cores in the league, if not the best young core in the league, and you were kind of taking shine away from everyone. You know, you were dribbling the clock down to it was like 10 seconds. Then you decide, oh, we better go do something with it, or we better pass it. Like I don't see how the team that you left got better without you. They were better when you were on the team and you didn't play. They were better without you. Almost, they were in the conference finals last year, and now we're pawns now because we're just saying the truth. I mean, bruh,
I
show us
mean,
something different.
right. Um, I don't know. I feel like Kyrie. I don't know. He could be. I mean, I'm not trying to shoot his character. I mean, I know he's probably not gonna see this, but like, I feel like he's kind of entitled. I don't know,
He
because
really
like,
feels like he's
with a
entitled.
player like that, well, a lot of these players are entitled because they've been so good their whole life. But I feel like I can psychologically see the entitlement in Kyrie. Like, he comes in as a 5-star at Duke, didn't play that many games, #1 draft pick, and people kind of forget about him when he goes to Cleveland. And I know he probably wasn't used to that. But we weren't forgetting about him because he was such a transcendent talent, like one of the best
Yep.
handles the league has seen. Um, Beautiful shot creating ability. Like, they go out there and be like 20 and 60, maybe win like 10 games probably, but it'll be a crazy 10 games, and all the losses he will do something. Like, he will have the flashiest 20 points, however much he was averaging, whatever. But then LeBron comes to Cleveland and shows him what it feels like to be a winner again. He's back on the front page. He's like, dang, I missed this. He hit one of the best game-winning shots in NBA Finals history. And I know that didn't help his case at all for his head. After LeBron made the best block, like, you can't forget about that, Kyrie. I mean, you had a beautiful shot, but without Bron, that shot probably would have never happened. Yeah, and then like he just felt that, and then to the interviewer who asked what type of father figure LeBron was to him and his team,
Okay.
I could just see it in his eyes. He was like, "Oh,
Now that I can't blame him for that. I
yeah, I can't blame
blame
for
him
that
for
either.
that. That
Can't blame
that
for that
was
either."
okay. That's cool.
Yeah,
And
that
then
yeah.
to go on the LeBron thing on the shot, I really feel like Kyrie is one of those people that really feel like he saved LeBron's legacy with that shot.
Yeah,
Like, nigga, no, you did not. Like, you wouldn't have. That shot wouldn't have been. I mean, you probably still would have had a chance at the shot, but it wouldn't have been as big of a shot because LeBron got the block that stopped Golden State from getting the lead.
I can
So
righteous argue that the block was more
yeah,
important than the shot. I mean,
you can,
you
you
can
can,
argue that.
you can make that argument.
Damn.
So
And then yeah, he tries to, and then I guess after that he's like, I got to get out of Cleveland. I got to get the hell out of here because they think Bron is the reason I'm doing this. So he goes to Boston with the young players, think he can lead them when they already got a leader in Tatum.
Yep.
They already got a future. They wanted you to play that Kimball role beside him, and he's just like, nah, I'm not gonna let this 2-year person do that. So he go crazy, blah blah blah. Go to the Nets, get KD. Y'all know how it all transpires, but like that's how I feel like it all happened. Like,
Man, the fact that, and I will never let it go, that he went out here and gave me 4 for 18. And then the next game, that's what I'm looking at. Y'all. I'm going as I'm pulling them up. 4 for 18, 8 of 22.
was this
I
the playoff
believe.
series against the Bucks? Oh
8
yeah,
of 22.
ass.
7 of 22. So that's 3 straight. So we went 4 of 18, 8 of 22, 7 of 22. And then after the 7 of 22 said, I should have got up more shots.
I should have put
And
up
then
40.
proceeds to go out there and give me 6 of 21 the final game. I'm like, no.
that's pretty bad. I can't lie.
Like, that was one of the worst falls by a start. Like, you can't do that. You
And I can
cannot do
tell,
that.
and it's the playoffs. So Tatum's young, Jaylen Brown's young. So they're just like, go ahead, be Kyrie.
Like,
And it's crazy because Jalen has said, like, nigga, that I know for a fact Jalen was the main nigga that was trying to get Kyrie up out of that. Cause like you can just tell whenever they ask him about Kyrie, he just be like, that was one of the worst seasons of my life. You know, you can just tell, like, nigga, nah, I didn't fuck with that shit at all.
and Terry Rozier just said, fuck the whole team. You know, like, I'm the aura. And I hate it for him.
I really, because I felt like we could have kept Terry Rozier.
We could have kept Terry.
But he just wanted to get out of Boston. Like, I can't blame him for that.
And for him, and for Kyrie to, like Jarren said earlier, essentially say LeBron isn't clutch. It's just kind of crazy to me. He be trying to throw slick shots.
Yeah.
Because we all know it's LeBron James. Like, he might not shoot. He can do that. Like, he can shoot fades for 3, fades for the game, but he don't need to do that. He's the biggest man to ever play basketball and move that fast. If I can get to the rack easily, I'll do that over shooting some fadeaway every time. Because I done seen KD miss game-winning layups. That's why he shoot all those jumpers. But Bron is either a foul or it's going in.
Yep.
And if he gets fouled, he might break the second free throw, but he is getting that whole back and he is dunking it.
Yep.
I've seen him do it.
Another free throw.
The only knock on LeBron's clutch game is his free throws, and I'm still living with Bron and like I live with that.
Yeah, I mean he hit a one of the game clutcher free throws in that finals 2016.
Exactly, like that's LeBron James. But when all the eyes watching, I want Andre Iguodala.
Ooh.
Shout out to Max, man. Max Kellerman.
Oh yeah, Max Kellerman, man. That was hilarious. That man said he would take Iggy over Stephen Curry. Oh my god. That was one of the worst takes. Oh,
he said that's one of the worst.
That was one of the worst takes of all time.
Like, I mean, hey, you put it right, man, with Iggy balling against us. And we clutch it up.
Yeah, man. Giannis re-signed with the Bucks.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Y'all expect that?
I
expected it. I think we talked about it.
Yeah, I expected it, but I also, this was just kind of a me thing. I wanted him to leave Milwaukee because I don't think he will win in Milwaukee. But I'm not mad at him for taking the money now, maybe because he could, after this contract, then he could focus on the winning.
But kind of, didn't we all want to see him leave though? I feel like that's the thing that started these rumors. The fans, the media, we're selfish. We want to see him with Jimmy Butler. We don't want to see him with Drew Holiday. We want to see him with Steph Curry.
I actually want to go to the Warriors. That's
what I'm saying. Like, we want to see him with other talent. Like, because we know what's going to happen in the Bucks. You're going to get, I mean, Drew going to help, but you're going to get clamped down on.
Yeah. And Drew doesn't necessarily, like, feel what you've been needing. I mean, you kind of had what Drew Holiday is in Eric Bledsoe. So I mean, but obviously Drew Holiday is better. But that's kind of gonna be what Drew Holiday's role is. And then I would have preferred for them to get like a shooter, like a straight shooter. But that's me.
I feel like I'm gonna say this real quick, and Jan, you can say whatever. I feel like Giannis's game needs to change. Like how y'all said, Ben Simmons started posting up. I feel like Giannis needs to start posting up. Because getting doubled in the post, it'll be easier for him to make a pass out of the post as opposed to getting doubled while he's on the way to the rack doing a spin move, and then you just got to throw some bullshit up.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of a coaching thing.
Yeah, definitely, that's more of a coaching thing. Definitely, they'll let him do that. Like Gilbert Arenas says, he just need to learn how to play basketball. Yeah. Like Harden, like they both just need to learn how to play basketball.
Sure.
Yeah, I do think Budenholzer needs to add that into the scheme. But man, shout out to Giannis, dog. What he is, like the highest paid player?
Yeah, highest contract ever.
Yeah, man, shout out to Giannis, dog, because you from
my bad, Giannis. I'm shitting on you, man.
Yeah, congratulations. I'm not mad at it at the same time because you stand with the low market team. That's good for them. Good for low market.
I saw it coming, Giannis. I've been telling these folks you ain't going nowhere. You're not that type of guy.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Shout out to Greece Creek, man. You probably the face of Greece. I mean, probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to them since the years they was on top. And man, that's just big time. But in terms of Milwaukee in the future, yeah, I mean, when Chris Middleton's contract is up, I think that's the next time they'll be able to make something shake. Because I think Middleton's out to do it, dog. Like if they don't win by the time this contract up, like that year is about to be up. He out of trade or something like Middleton out to do it, dog. But him and Holiday, Lopez, depends on how long the stroke can stay consistent. Because yes, it's 2K, but based on 2K, his shit didn't drop. So if he can keep the shot, and that wasn't more of a fluky thing like the year before last, and yeah, man. I mean, Milwaukee could do something just like guys. I don't think they can win a championship, just because they can't make shots in the big games. You can't make shots, and your best player can't make shots. And I mean that's and such dick. I
don't think you could be a championship team with Milton as your second player.
Yeah, I honestly feel like he's a third option. He's a great third option, but second option, nah.
Kind of like PG, but PG is better. It's obviously just PG's mindset that fucks him up. But yeah. Last thing, I guess, unless y'all got anything else after this, but the Rockets, James Harden played yesterday, but he's talking about leaving. I've been seeing a lot of reports. He's been trying to leave.
I really wish he would just, give that team a chance because John Wall has came back looking like his old self.
Yeah, John Wall's looking good.
Boogie as well. And then they signed Christian Wood. So I mean, it's not like you're coming back to a terrible team. Honestly, I mean, the team is you finally got a big man now. So
you
got two big men. So
two good ones.
I think he should at least, play it out to a trade deadline. See what the team give you. And then if the team is ass, then all right, now I'm gonna need y'all to trade me or I'm not playing the rest of the season.
I need that expeditiously.
Give your head coach a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got a new head coach. You never know. This man could probably benefit your game more than you think he can. So I didn't like the whole move with him. Kind of just avoiding going to practice, not really saying nothing. Steven Jackson called him out on it. I like what he was saying. Somebody had to call him out, basically calling him a 4PF groupie, saying because hang around with Lil Baby all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Got him like $300,000 worth of birthday gifts, which was crazy to me. I'm like, bro, $300,000 worth of stuff. Like, do you really mess with him like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are y'all really that close, or were you just trying to stunt? Because I think he was just trying.
They've known each other for a long time though, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool, but also like 300K, you just blowing through it now. Now you just blowing through.
I mean, I feel like the microscope is all on Harden, kind of in most cases, kind of for no reason. I remember somebody on the Rockets coaching staff said that he would like if they had consecutive off days, he would go party and then come back. But it wouldn't matter because he dropped a 50-point triple-double. So, like, what's the point of saying that, Like, you're trying to make him seem like a bad person, like a non-team player. When, in fact, these people are in the league. They have money. They can do whatever they want to. You give me off days. It's like a job. You give me consecutive off days at Taco Mama. Y'all shouldn't give a fuck what I go do as long as I come back and perform. Like,
it's so
especially
funny.
in a regular season game. It's not even the playoffs.
Harden, when asked about the trade request, right now I'm focused on being here.
All right, that's what I wanted to hear. That's all
they stay saying that.
They just say that. Yeah, I understand just some words, but I mean, that's why I just need you to at least give them a chance because I think with Harden, I think that this Rockets team could be good. I think they could still be a top 6 team in the West.
But yeah,
exactly. I think he should at least wait it out to trade deadline. But I was laughing when you were saying that because I remember seeing something on Twitter saying that Harden picked up what Dennis Rodman did in the Michael Jordan documentary instead of picking up what Michael Jordan did, and that was just so funny because like he's really doing the same thing.
I was literally thinking that shit, bro. I was like, bro, this nigga is Dennis Rodman on offense.
Yeah,
yeah. A lot of these players, like you have your LeBron types that are all about the team and all about basketball and family and all that, but you also have your Harden types. Like, I made my money, I made it this far. I can do whatever I want to. Like, I have free reign. But yeah, I feel like I'm mad at Harden though because I wish he would have said this earlier. If it's true that he wanted to get traded to the Sixers, Bucks, and whatever, because the Bucks could have got him with those number 1 draft picks.
Yeah,
they literally spent their draft picks on Drew Holiday, and I know they hurt.
I know
because I know they wanted him. I know they hurt. That is definitely what Giannis needs. Is somebody who can take the ball out of his hands.
Drew Holiday is definitely not James Harden.
What? And that's the thing.
Oh,
I agree with you, Corey, that the Bucks need to get someone to get the ball out of Giannis' hands.
Yep.
And James Harden would have been that person.
Giannis is the best 2 of all time.
Yeah. I can wholeheartedly agree to that.
Yep.
Damn, fellas, we are at an hour and 4 minutes. This is a long
That's what
episode.
real niggas do.
Hey, we
That's what
had to
real
get y'all
niggas
this.
do.
We had to get y'all this though. It's been a week. You know what I'm saying? We missed a lot of news. We had to get right for this trip.
If you
Um,
made it to the end and you're not subscribed, fuck is you do?
yeah. First of all, we need to get these views to subs numbers. We need to get those right. So if you watching this video, you all the way to the end, that means that y'all like what y'all was hearing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see why you wouldn't subscribe. So go ahead, so share it with your homies, share it with your homies, and tell them homies to send it to their homies. And it's been Thread the Needle. Jarren, Corey, anything, last remarks?
Uh, yeah, man. Thread that needle, man.
Hey
Thread
man,
that.
real talk. Don't stop threading, man, because the day you stop threading, that's the day the needle gonna win. And you don't want the needle to win.
Alright. Alright, so we
Hey,
out.
y'all, it's been a long video, y'all. It's how I get. It's how I get.
Alright, I'm stopping. Shoot.
He said, "I'm gonna stop it."